Welcome back, everybody, to Bible Talk. I'm back here. I'm going to continue from where we left off, Sodom and Gomorrah, which basically is where we can have a lot of resemblance from today's day and back then with all of the things going on. Things, THINGS. Things. When we talk about things, there's a lot of things, but I'm not going to talk about those things right now because it's a lot of things. So, now, Lot went up out of Zar and lived in the hills with his two daughters. Now, this is where I've read the Bible before, and this is where I stopped. And here I am again, reading the Bible again, and this is where I stopped. So let's get through this together. Now Lot went up out of Zar and lived in the hills with his two daughters, for he was afraid to live in Zar. Now I don't understand why, because I really haven't heard much about Zar, and why would he be scared to live in Zar? So he lived in a cave with his two daughters. Remember, his wife just turned into a salt pillar, so. It says, and the firstborn said to the younger, our father is old, and there is not a man on earth to come in to us after the manner of all earth. Let me read that again. Our father is old, and there is not a man on earth to come in to us after the manner of all the earth. That needs to be broken down. There's not a man on earth to come into us after the manner of all the earth. After the manner. I guess there just wasn't a man that was good enough for them so let's keep going. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve offsprings from our father. So I guess when they looked at their father and then they looked at all the other men in the world, they were like, I don't want to have any babies with anybody else, because our babies aren't going to come out to be good people or good men, because those men aren't good. The only man that I see good enough on this planet that it has good qualities and stuff is our father, and I guess that's the only. That's okay. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve offsprings from our father. So they made their father drink the wine, and the firstborn went in and laid with her father. He did not know when she laid down or when she arose. The next day the firstborn said to the younger, behold, I lay last night with my father. Let us make him drink wine tonight also, then you go in and lie with him. Okay, so I guess the first time, when the firstborn did it, the father didn't know, and so I guess he woke up and thought that it was a dream, and that he must have made love to somebody else in his dream. So I guess he didn't say nothing. I guess there was no sort of mess or anything. Maybe there was a mess. Maybe it was like a wet dream or something that he thought he had. But then the older one says to the younger one, let's do it again tonight, but this time it's your turn. Okay, so I guess when we're talking about the father, maybe he wasn't, I don't know. Oh, he was drunk. Remember, he was drunk. Okay, so that's why, guys. Okay, so I was going to say that maybe he's not using his mind, or something's wrong where how he doesn't know what's going on with him. But he was drunk. Okay, so I'll give him that. Right? That we may preserve offspring from our father. So they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and laid with him, and he did not know when she laid down or when she arose. Thus both daughters of Lot became pregnant by their father. The firstborn bore a son called his name Moab. He is the father of the Moabites to this day. I don't know any Moabites, but if you guys are out there, I just want to let you guys know that your dad and your mom, or your just read that part, okay? And then let's go. The younger also bore a son and called his name Ben Ami. He is the father of the Ammonites to this day. So Ammonites. So, all right, I'm gonna skip that. We're gonna keep going. From there, Abraham's journeyed toward the territory of the Negev and lived between Kadesh and Shur, and he sojourned in Gerar, and he sojourned in Sayar. I guess sojourn means that's where he stayed. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, "She is my sister." And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by the night and said to him, "Behold, you are a dead man because of the woman whom you have taken, for she is a man's wife." Whoo! Did you see what he said? He said right here, he said, "Behold, you are a dead man because the woman you've taken is another man's wife." Sure. So how many of you guys out there are sleeping with other men's wives? If you're sleeping with other man's wife, I mean, you're already a dead man. And then I guess we can do vice versa, right? If a wife is sleeping with another man's husband, then she's a dead woman. But I'm only using equality here. So let's go more. Now Abimelech had not approached her, so he said, "Lord, will you kill an innocent people? Did he not himself say to me, 'She is my sister'? And she herself said, 'He is my brother'? And the integrity of my heart and the innocence of my hands, I have done this." Then God said to him in a dream, "Yes, I know that you have done this in the integrity of your heart, and it was I who kept you from sinning against me. Therefore, I did not let you touch her." Now then, so I guess he didn't touch her. Wait. You are a dead man because whom you have taken. Okay. Now then, return the man's wife, for he is a prophet, so that he will pray for you, and you shall live. But if you do not return her, know that you shall surely die, you and all who are yours. So Abimelech rose early in the morning and called all his servants and told them all these things, and the men were very much afraid. Then Abimelech called Abraham and said to him, "What have you done to us, and how have I sinned against you, that you have brought unto me, my kingdom, a great sin? You have done to me things that ought not be done." And Abimelech said to Abraham, "What did you see? What you did this thing? What did you see that you did this thing?" Abraham said, I did it because I thought there is no fear of God at all in this place, and they will kill me because of my wife. Besides, she is indeed my sister, the daughter of my father through not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. Alright, so besides, she is indeed my sister, the daughter of my father, through not daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. So what I'm getting from that there is that his father, Abraham's father is also the father of his wife. They both have the same dad, but they don't have the same mom. And that's what I'm getting from that section right there. Look. Besides, she is indeed my sister, the daughter of my father, though not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. Now, he could be talking about God our Father, or he could be talking about his earthly father. In this section, I mean, I'm considering him talking about his earthly father, but I wasn't there. And when God caused me to wander from my father's house, I said to her, "This is the kindness you must do me. At every place to which we come, say of me, he is my brother." Then Albamesh took sheep and oxen and male servants and female servants and gave them to Abraham and returned Sarah his wife to him. And Albamesh said, "Behold, my land is before you. Dwell where it pleases you." To Sarah he said, "Behold, I have given your brother 1,000 pieces of silver. It is a sign of your innocence in the eyes of all who are with you, and before everyone you are vindicted." Then Abraham prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech and also healed his wife and female slaves so that they bore children. For the God had closed all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. So I wonder how long this whole process was even taking. Did it all happen in one day? Was it a week? Because the wombs was closed, and maybe, I don't know. That's good. Well, we got here chapter 21. The Lord visited Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did to Sarah as he had promised. Because remember, he said that he was going to come back in a year and that she was going to have a child. And Sarah conceived and bore Abraham a son in his old age at the time of which God had spoken to him. Abraham called the name of his son who was born to him, whom Sarah bore him, Isaac. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac when he was 8 days old, as God had commanded him. 8 days old, circumcised. If you guys don't know what circumcised mean, just go into the dictionary and check it out. Or maybe you guys don't do dictionaries no more, so just use the phone and go to Google and put the words circumcised in Google. And don't go to images. And circumcised son, 8 months old, as God had commanded him. So Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. 100 years old. Now I tell you what, it's not impossible to get to 100. There's a couple people that are over 100 that I haven't met them, but I've heard stories. And Sarah said, "God has made laughter for me. Everyone who hears will laugh over me." And she said, "Who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? Yet I have borne him a son in his old age." And the child grew and was weaned. And Abraham made a great feast on the day that Isaac was weaned. Now, I don't know what the word weaned means. I'm going to have to go ahead and check what that means, weaned. Well, we'll check it later, and then I'll let you guys know in the next episode. But Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, whom she had bore to Abraham, laughing. So she said to Abraham, "Cast out this slave woman with her son, for the son of this slave woman shall not be heir with my son Isaac. And the thing was very displeasing to Abraham on the account of his son. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause there. I'm gonna even end it there, because I'm gonna go ahead and say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And it seems as if we stopped at the right place here, because it looks like Abraham just had a son. And so since Abraham had a son, it's almost as if it's his Father's Day. And not only that, it's a huge Father's Day for him because he has two sons. And now he has to make a great decision as a father. And it's very displeasing to him because they're both his sons. He loves both of his sons. And now his wife is making him choose between his sons and making him have decisions like casting out one and leaving the other. And they're both his sons. And you can only imagine how much pain it would bring to your heart and to your love to have to decide those type of decisions when it comes to two of your creations that came from you, your two sons, you know. But this is not the hardest decision any father ever had to make. I mean, the hardest decision that any father ever had to make was the Lord our God, our Father, our Heavenly Father, because He chose to sacrifice His one and only Son for us. And after that, His one and only Son also made a difficult decision as well, because He could have not sacrificed Himself. He also had a choice, and He still went with it as well. So I want you guys to just get that, sit with that, and just enjoy your day, and just remember, much love, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. God bless you.